Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very special video for you guys. I will be showcasing my rank 1 level 50 Jellicent. This is my favorite Pokemon that I have. And actually right before I show you the battles, I have a funny story of how I got it. I was walking and, paying attention to my phone only. And there was this Frillish on the nearby and I really wanted to catch it because I really like Frillish. So I run to the Pokestop, I catch it, it's a rank 1, I get super excited and I'm telling all my friends I'm not paying attention where I'm going and I step in ice cream and I ruin a really good pair of shoes. Anyways, my Kingdra is also a rank 1. I was fortunate enough to catch this one during the Kanto World Tour and I actually didn't catch enough XL candy for it during that event. I actually didn't know it was a rank 1 at that time. I came back home after the event and I checked it and I was so mad at myself for not catching more. But now I'm working on it slowly. It's 1 power up away. I'm 9 XL candies away from maxing it out. And then I'm also using my Abomasnow, which is a lucky. So not the best PvP IVs, but it's decent. It's 95% for Ultra League, so that's good enough. Now let's get into the battles. I am trying a different format this time. I did speed up the battles a little bit. Hopefully they will go faster, and that way it's not dragging out as much. So first up, we have Abomasnow versus Dragonite, so amazing lead for me. And then here I take way too long to switch, but that's what always happens when I'm using a new team. I'm not sure which Pokemon I want to switch into, but Jellicent is the obvious answer for Empoleon. Jellicent has a very good matchup with Empoleon, and it's such a tank, it takes these drill packs really well. But because I switched in so late, I might have to take an extra drill pack, and it might cost me a shield. Now my opponent doesn't want the Abomasnow to line up with the Dragonite, so he probably wants to win switch. He's gonna have to double shield his Empoleon if he wants that. So again, I let this drill pack go through. I know it's not gonna take me out, and it's actually not gonna do that much damage, and I know I can get to another Shadow Ball as well after this one. So let's see if this takes the shield. And it gets his last shield, and I am up 2 shields. So I know that I can safely shield this next drill peck and Shadow Ball him to win switch. So now he brings back in his Dragonite. It's basically game over for him. He doesn't have any shields. And 1 Weather Ball is enough to KO. I really like Abomasnow in this team, but I find sometimes that Venusaur also works as a lead because it's better at dealing with counter users and fighters. And then he brings out a Venusaur, so this is basically the first game. Easy win for us. I have almost 2 Weather Balls and he's not going to be able to get to a Sludge Bomb in time. So take the first win, and my opponent surrenders here. So actually right before I move on, my brother called me from the other room and told me there was a Frillish here, and I just have to catch every single one. So please excuse me while I fast forward through me struggling to catch a Frillish. And then guess what? My app crashes. Wonderful. At least it didn't crash during the game, which happened to me several times, and I lost so many games because of that. Anyways, let's get back into our Ultra League Premier battles. Who is our next opponent gonna be? So we have Abomasnow versus Empoleon. I actually don't really like this matchup, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to count to 5 and swap and sack my Kingdra. I'm going to catch the Drill Peck on the Kingdra and then hope that he has a Grass type and that he's going to bring it out against my Kingdra. So I successfully catch the Drill Peck. And what does he bring out? He brings out a Tangrowth, so this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted because I don't want the Tangrowth to line up with the Jellicent. And I'm almost at an outrage, so I'm thinking I'm just gonna go for the outrage since I'm completely sacking my Kingdra anyway, and I might even win switch here if he doesn't shield. So let's see if he shields. And he doesn't shield and it takes him out. And now I've won switch and I can line up the Empoleon with the Jellicent. And we saw in the match before how powerful Jellicent is against Empoleon. It can take all the drill pecks really well. Oh wait, no, that's not what I do. I wonder why I did this play. I guess I was reading that he might have a fire type in the back because he needed a better answer for grass types. But no, he had a flying type in the back. It was a Dragonite, so I can still handle Dragonite. I have Ice Beam on my Jellicent. But looking back, I think I should have brought in Jellicent for Empoleon, and then the Abomasnow would have lined up with the Dragonite. But I can see what I was thinking. I was definitely considering that he could have a fire type in the back or a flying type, so Jellicent could deal with both of those. So he actually lets his Dragonite go down here so that he could come back in and farm me with Empoleon. He gets in 2 waterfalls, but I still have 2 shields. I can easily take out this Empoleon. However, he's ahead of me by a lot of energy. I think he can get to 3 drill pecks if I'm not careful. And I have to try to bait with Weather Ball first because I don't know if Weather Ball is enough to take him out. I have to get an energy ball off on him and he still has 1 shield. So he gets to his 4th waterfall here, which is super risky, and I throw the weather ball, but I'm 1 powder snow off of energy ball, and I know that I can hit the charged move in the middle of his fast move and take the win. But I played that way too close. There were definitely other options for me, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes when you're playing, you're not also thinking as well as you usually would if you're not under pressure. So moving on to the next match, let's see what we get. So I have Abomasnow versus Obstagoon. Uh-oh, bad lead. And if I switch into Kingdra, he could line up his Obstagoon with my Jellicent. So I guess I found the one thing that counters this team, and that's Obstagoon. This is why I said sometimes I use Venusaur with this team, because it can better handle the Obstagoon. And when I switch in Kingdra, he switches in Gyarados. He doesn't switch in a grass type. He switches in something that hard counters my Kingdra, and it's not looking good for me. At least I can throw my Octazooka and hope that his attack drops. And we do get the attack drop, which is good. Now I can come in with Abomasnow and farm up as much energy as I can so that I have a few charge moves to throw against the Obstagoon. And I'm not going to shield anything because his attack has fallen, so I can take these crunches pretty well. So I farm up as much energy as I can, and then I throw the Weather Ball, and I know he's going to bring back his Obstagoon, and he has enough energy for a Cross Chop. And guess what? I also lost track of the Obstagoon's counters. I wasn't counting well here. So that's also bad for me. I take the Cross Chop, I shield the Cross Chop, and then I unsuccessfully try to catch a Cross Chop on my Jellicent, but because I wasn't paying attention, I fail. So he brings out Nidoqueen, which is actually good for me against Jellicent, because I have Ice Beam, which is super effective against the Nidoqueen, but it is so tanky in Ultra League. It takes these Ice Beams very well, and it's not Shadow, so it's not looking good for me, and he's just gonna drop my defense as much as he can. But at least I can take the Poison Fangs. They are resisted because of the Ghost typing on Jellicent, so I know that he's not throwing an Earth Power because he's not loading up to it. So I'm just letting him throw as many Poison Fangs as he wants. And my switch timer is coming up, and I have a weather ball on my Abomasnow, so I'm going to quickly swap in and throw it. So my hope is that I have enough energy on the Jellicent to get 2 ice beams off on the Obstagoon. The first ice beam will take his shield, and then hopefully the second ice beam can land. But look what happens. Instead of throwing the ice beam straight away, the game makes me do an extra hex, 1 extra fast move, while I'm at full energy. So I can't land the second ice beam, unfortunately. I don't even think it was enough to KO him, but I would have had a better chance, and unfortunately that happens. I just hate it when you throw an extra fast move by accident. That's just how the game is. We found the one thing that is really tricky to deal with this team, and that's Obstagoon. But GG to my opponent, well played. So moving on to the next game, let's see what we have. So we have Abomasnow versus Stunfisk. So another bad lead for me. Rock Slide is super effective, so I'm gonna swap directly into Kingdra, but he's not swapping out here, which is kind of odd. And he lets me get to the Octazooka before throwing a charged move himself, so potentially risking getting debuffed. And he gets the debuff and then decides to throw a charge move, which is kind of odd. I'm not sure why he did that. Maybe he wanted to soften up the Kingdra, but now he finally switches into the grass type. So I got what I wanted. I got the Venusaur out. That way my Jellicent doesn't line up with the Venusaur, which is good for me. And I'm ready to sack my Kingdra completely. And then here I'm at the Octazooka. I try to tap it, but I can't. So unfortunate, but I can bring in Abomasnow now to throw in Weather Balls, and this should take out the Venusaur. However, my opponent does something interesting here and shields the Venusaur. And I get another fast move in, which is good for me. So I'm just going to shield the Sludge Bomb, and then I'm going to farm up even more energy because I know he just threw that Sludge Bomb. And I'm counting, I'm not letting him get to another Sludge Bomb, and I throw my energy here. And then he shields again. This is odd. I think he read that I have another water type in the back. So he comes in with Stunfisk and throws a Rock Slide, and I'm not going to shield because I know he has a Frenzy Plant on his Venusaur, and I don't want him to Frenzy Plant my Jellicent. So I throw an Energy Ball to get him low, and then I can bring in my Jellicent to farm him down completely, and I'll have a lot of energy to throw against whatever he has in the back. And I'm not going to shield the Earthquake again. I remember that he has a Frenzy Plant on his Venusaur. So now I need to see, is he going to bring in his Venusaur or is he going to bring in his last Pokemon? He brings in the Venusaur, and look how low it is. I can farm it down completely, unless he decides to switch out. So shield the Frenzy Plant, and now I'm going to farm. I'm going to commit to the farm down, but he brings in a Gallade. There's nothing he can do here. I have a Shadow Ball, and this is going to be super effective. It's almost going to take him out, and he's going to be a couple of fast moves away, or 1 fast move away from getting KO'd. And this is basically a GG, and we take this 4th game. Now moving on to our final game of the set, let's see if we get a good lead. And we have Abomasnow versus Escav. Okay, bad lead, but what I have in the back can handle this pretty well. So again, switching into Kingdra, hoping to draw a grass type, but I'm thinking maybe he doesn't have a grass type because Escav is already super weak to fire. So if he has another grass type, he would have a team that's really weak to fire. But here he brings out Snorlax, and this is perfect actually. I'm predicting that what he has in the back is a water type. That's why he didn't bring it out against the Kingdra. He brought out the Snorlax, that means my Jellicent doesn't have to see this thing. This is really good. So if all goes well, hopefully I still have a chance here. But I am going to lose lead. I'm going to lose switch. And now I'm going to bring in my Abomasnow against the Snorlax. And I have to watch out for superpower, but I have full hope that my Jellicent can handle his backline. So right now, I'm fully committed to protecting my Jellicent, leaving 2 shields for it, hoping that whatever it is, it can sweep. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a grass type. So now I'm just tapping Jellicent like crazy, trying to get it in. And he had a Swampert. Okay, so this is kind of tricky. I need to watch out for Earthquake. So I'm just gonna throw Shadow Balls at him. We both still have 2 shields. This is key. So I need to get his shields out of the way, and he needs to get mine. So I'm actually gonna predict that this first one is a Hydro Cannon, because he needs to bait if he wants to get an Earthquake off on me. So I don't shield this one, and I predicted the bait correctly. But then, am I gonna get baited again? Yeah, I get baited again. But that's okay. I can shield his next charge move, which is probably definitely gonna be the Earthquake. And let's see if he shields his Shadow Ball, and he actually decides to let it go through. So now the Earthquake's gonna come in. I have to shield this. This will probably KO. It'll definitely KO. So, I'm gonna shield this. I have no shields left now, and he has 1 shield left. But I'm out of Shadow Ball, so I can throw this against the S-Cav. And my Jellicent's health is getting pretty low, so I have to be very careful. He's gonna outpace me to the drill run. So what I have to do here is I have to try to catch it on Abomasnow, and I catch it successfully. Thank goodness. I probably would have lost it. I'm hoping he doesn't undercharge, and he doesn't. So he takes out the Abomasnow, and I'm out of Shadow Ball, and this will be enough to KO. And yes, it KOs, and his Swampert has no health left, and we take that win. And that was a good last game to end on. I was so relieved when I caught the drill run. He could have easily over-farmed. But yeah, things worked out in that game. And we got 4 wins in the set. We just lost that 1 game against the Obstagoon. But I really like this team. And to top it all off, we get a Regirock, which again, is gonna take me an hour to catch. So thank you guys again so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something. And if you like this video, please leave a like down below. Maybe even subscribe for more videos in the future. And if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And until next time, I will see you guys later. Do I catch this Regirock? It's gonna take all of my Ultra Balls, isn't it? Finally, I caught it. Let's see my elo. Okay, not bad. See you guys next time.